Is my microphone working? Yes. I think everything is up and running. Guys, let me know if you can hear me. What's going on, guys? We are back on stream. Finally. We are right back to streaming. Joey Lay, Gonzay, Ixia, Bofor, Atomic, Asaging, Asix, Drunkenness, Background Music, Vasil. What's going on, guys? Holy shit, we are back on stream. That was not planned, but since I have a vacation day today, they let me go from Dubstep early, so why not do the stream? Alexander, nice to meet you from Dubstep TV. Nice to meet you, my man. Long time no see. He held, Hedge Fuge, all the legends in the chat. Man, that read on Dubstep TV was quite crazy. I'm little bit was frustrated that I didn't follow what I saw in the markets, but to be honest, it was the first time. Jaemon, Joey Lay, Atomic, Dynam. Oh my god, it wasn't too stressful. I mean, before we was in the green room, I was really nervous. I don't know why. My nerves started to like come up, but then I was not nervous anymore, but I wasn't confident to trade. I was like, especially like when you saw me enter, the trade went immediately against me for like 20 points or so, and then I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna lose so fast on my first Dubstep TV like prime time appearance. And then I went to break even a little bit too quickly. Still 0 red days. Yeah, man. Yesterday was difficult. Yesterday I was down really bad, but yeah, it's still green. The calendar is still green. And I saved my first red day yesterday on the last minute of market close. I was on Dubstep TV A6, yeah, just like 15 minutes ago. You wanted to keep green days? It wasn't even keeping the green days on Dubstep TV, because I knew that I have time. Even if I lose on Dubstep TV, I still have time. Like, the market just opened. It was just, I think a little bit nerves, not holding the trade. They pushed you a bit through the trade, it seems to me. Yeah, they were a little bit focusing on the numbers coming out, right? To be honest, if I didn't check myself, but Forex Factory now I checked, it's like these numbers I wouldn't normally care. Yellow folder, not so important for me. But it is what it is. I just wanted to understand the pace of being there at the market open, getting familiar with the hosts, understanding how it all looks like. Because every time I've been on Dubstep TV, it has been really quiet session, and now it was really intense. So I think this time it was more getting to know how it feels to be on the market open there, and then the next time we will take some trades. Artemis just joined from Dubstep. Congrats on the success. Appreciate you being here. Nice to see fellow Estonian in the big leagues. Let's go. Yeah, at least we didn't lose, Alexander, right? It's hard to trade with Andrew yapping. I mean, I love Andrew. Honestly, I was a little bit fanboying. I think he's super talented host. Like, he has the voice, he has the character to be a super nice host. But also he's intense, right? He's like, oh, we're pushing higher, we're pushing lower, right? There's this noise. The customer, what's going on, my friend? The market is bad at the moment for your approach. It's ranging with no breakouts, and they pushed you into a bit of FOMO. Yeah, it's... I said in the market update yesterday as well. The market is quite boring, to be honest. Like yesterday? This was yesterday New York, right? It's like what we do in market, but I understand FMC coming, but I'm expecting they are. Honestly, I still think that if Powell doesn't save this market today, I think they're just like, for me, what makes me super bearish on this market is, let me show you guys. Let me open EMAs. Let me open full size. Let me show you quickly. So what makes me super bearish, if I go on a daily chart, this candle right here, this is an arrow, I hope you guys understand. Yeah, this is daily chart. Yeah, this candle here, we closed below this, and this usually means like we haven't closed below this for a long time. Like the last time we were below that 200 EMA was 1 year ago, more than 1 year ago, and usually things turn super bearish. So now the way the daily is developing, I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see something like this, not today, but probably in the next few days. Good to see you, Karagan. What's going on? Pietro, what's up, my friend? Invest Gospel, how you doing? How you guys doing? Do you stream every day? Yes. So from April 1st, I'm gonna stream every single day at New York Open, or if I'm on Dubstep TV, one of the two, but we're gonna stream every single day. Right now, no, because I'm still working at 9 to 5, and the US changed the time a little bit earlier than Estonia, where I'm from. So the market opens 30 minutes after 3, 3:30, half past 3. And since I have to work until 5, it's a little bit early for me to start skipping work and go on streams. But in the end of this month, we are returning to the normal time, or Estonia is changing its time as well. I think the whole Europe is. And then it's gonna be, I'm gonna stream every single day. Miss you, brother. Oh, I miss live streams as well. I'm so happy to be here right now. I'm honestly so happy to be here finally. Let's see if we find any trades. Man, that my entry, let me see where my dubstep entry was. 955. Yeah, we had the chance to do 100 points on Dubstep TV. It is what it is. Have you considered to go full time to trading? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it's coming into fruition quite soon. Me full-time trading, especially now. I'm seeing how my work is affecting my trading. I want to make more videos, I want to stream more, and so on. And if I compare my salary to my payouts, of course, salary is super stable. It's guaranteed, payouts are not guaranteed, but at some point I'm seeing the correlation, how it makes sense to at least try full-time trading. How do I learn trading? Do I pick a strategy like 15-minute orb and learn to be adaptable, or do I learn 7749 chart patterns first? I don't think you need to learn a lot of chart patterns. I never traded patterns like head and shoulders. I don't know what else there's. Inverse head and shoulders. Like, it's, for me, they are not the cause of the move. They are just correlation visually, right? If head and shoulders works out, it's not because the chart didn't go down because there's a head of shoulders. It's just like the pattern you see before, maybe, but it's not the reason why market does it, right? It's just the correlation visually. I think the only chart patterns you need, if you talk about candlestick patterns, I think it's bull flag and bear flag. Like, for example, this is a bull flag, right? You can say this is a bull flag. We had a breakout. We can find some bear flags as well. But like, I don't trade bull flags or bear flags, but it's just like, if market is in a range and you put your bull flag here, then you just kind of maybe like get idea where market might want to go. But I will focus, if I will learn how to trade, I will focus on really like no indicator chart, maybe mark the 15-minute orb, try different time frames on orb, and don't put anything on your chart. Find, like, try to understand where is support resistance, because some people call them supply demand, some people call them order blocks, but in the end their purpose is exactly the same, right? You want to see reaction from certain area, and I call them support resistance, all of them. There's different ways to mark them, but I will stay like focused just on the naked chart. Understand, like, try to understand if you know how to mark key areas, like put key areas where you think price is gonna bounce. Understand how support can turn into resistance, right? And I'm gonna give you a really good example here. So we have resistance here, right? And then it turns into support. So I would like just start putting areas in your chart where you think there's might be reversals coming. See what the price does. Learn like how price acts before it reverses. Does it do anything aggressive? What, like for me, I always check the candle timings, right? If the 4 hour or 1 hour or 15-minute candle is opening, then I'm ready that it's gonna do something that is not related to the real move. It can do those wicks and so on. So I will start with the naked chart. Once you're comfortable with naked chart, throw in VWAP, for example, throw in RSI, throw in EMAs, but do it one time, one at a time, because you don't wanna go into phase where let's see if I have like some charts where there's a lot of indicators. Now every chart, I have separate charts for every single indicator, right? But imagine like you have volume profile, you have VWAP activation bands, then you have where is the EMAs? I have some topics. You have EMAs. Like imagine if you have them all on one chart, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? This trading is not for me. And so I would like go bit by bit. You're not in a rush. Take one indicator at a time if you want to throw them in. My trading style is not only 15-minute orb. My trading style is kind of like, as I said on Dubstep TV, it's kind of like finding different stories from those RSI, EMAs and so on, and then see what they tell me for that day. Patterns with trends work great. Yeah, exactly. If you have a bull flag or bear flag and you have super trendy market, 100%. Man, I love you so much. Luca, I love you. If you start losing, you can always start selling a course. Yeah, we saw the DGR, and I still say, honestly, I think DGR Bootcamp is amazing free learning resource because it's free. And I don't trade DGR strategy, but I think you can learn a lot. Like he tells you what are the order blocks. It's support resistance, but he teaches you how to find them, right? Or what they call liquidity sweep. I mean, market, like it's proven that it's not really liquidity sweep. It can be, right? But it's more like what it does to the market. Usually like price likes to take out highs or lows before it reverses. So you kind of learn that. And then there is also what they called SMT divergence. I still don't know what SMT means, but those divergences between indexes are real things. We see it almost every single day. And those divergences, like even if TGR is scammer, like as far as I saw, right, it doesn't mean that all their content is not good to watch. I think his bootcamp, if you're a complete beginner, his bootcamp can still give you a lot. Just don't buy anything. I might let's see, wait, we are at the orb low. Let's see if we have 15-minute EMA here as well. I just hope we don't have range market. I really hope we don't have a range market, because we have had a lot of range markets recently. Which path do you choose after passing the combine and why? It has to be, for me it has to be normal or the standard. Again, like XFAs are 5 months old, right? I didn't even have a choice when I made them. I told this as well. I like this area. I'm gonna throw in short here because it's really easy to get out from this trade. If we go inside the orb and so on, I'm okay taking a loss, but I'm also okay throwing in a trade here because we are a 15-minute EMA. This is probably the best chance for shorts if we continue down. If you don't continue down, then I'm gonna get stopped out. But we kind of have like, we also have a divergence right now, and by divergence I mean that on NQ we came to retest the orb and ES didn't retest the orb, and you know, I talk about this a lot, like sometimes only one of them retest the orb, so might be the case. I'm willing to take this trade. I think it's a solid setup. Yeah, we left a nice wick to the hourly candle as well, but let's see. There's also a chance that this market will continue into a range like it has been for the last few days. I'm okay taking a little risk. My stop loss would be, I think, like 1 to 2 is okay, leaving a little bit room, but I might get out quicker. If we close 5-minute candle into this orb, the red line, I would probably go out from this trade, but let's see. I like the, again, if we continue down, I think it's gonna work out. If not, it is what it is. Smart money technique. Okay, I had no idea what. I always thought like, what's SMT? I understand divergence, but what's SMT? But I haven't changed my bias for longs. I might change my bias for longs maybe if we reclaim 15-minute 9 EMA. And maybe if we go into this orb again, maybe then. Right now I think, ah man, this market is really quiet recently, right? It's really, it's a sloppy one. Man, I had short today. I'm gonna read your questions in a moment, guys. Man, I had short, let me see, 165. God damn. This was my first 165. This red line was my first short today. And I was afraid of this VWAP going into BPI numbers. God damn. Market has been awful recently. Yeah, I think yesterday was the biggest lesson that there are days when you shouldn't trade. And yesterday was the perfect example. So I truly wish that I didn't trade yesterday because my day yesterday was so bad. I was so close having my first red day, like truly close. If I get stopped out from this trade, there's always possibility. If I get stopped out, I probably, the next entry I will look for is, let me open, is probably if you make divergence from these highs, right? Like if NQ makes a new high and ES are around here, I will probably re-enter on this short. But right now, let's see. We have plenty of time for this to play out. The first short entry is juicy. Yeah, it was on the pre-market. I don't know. This market is, especially after yesterday, this market is a little bit confusing to me too. Because yesterday, like, if we close this 15-minute above 9 EMA right now, it's exactly as it was yesterday. Yesterday, I wanted to find, like, this is yesterday 15-minute 9 EMA. Like, I was like, god damn, this market doesn't have any direction. And this really kind of confused me. Okay, let's see what questions we have. DCR got exposed bad. He teaches the same things, but he can teach you concept easily, even though he's a scammer. Yeah, it's exactly. He's. I mean, I always thought he's probably scamming. I might get stopped out here, guys. It's fine. I always thought he's a scammer because, again, I think he knows how to trade. He's an excellent teacher. But what like really made me think like maybe he's not so. So there is something else where he makes money. One was when he started doing those crypto rug pulls. He had a lot. He was spamming like new crypto projects all the time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be stopped out here. He was spamming new crypto projects, 24, and that's gonna be a quick stopped out. Always, never stopped out to always stopped out right here. I think I'm stopped out. We are only a few points away. And we go back into the orb, which is super similar to the last few days. Let me put this orb into different colors, but this market is doing pretty much exactly what it has been doing for the last few days. So again, someone said as well, like right now my trading style is really difficult because you don't have any breakouts, and as we see right now. And yeah, someone said strangely slow considering the situation with oil right now. Yeah, the whole world is strange right now. It's very, everything is freaking strange, guys. You just want to have peace, right? Like, and we had today as well. We had yeah, I'm stopped out, guys. We had today as well, like the siren test that would happen if there is, so to say, war crisis, or like if the bombs would come. We had like a test in our country today. They were testing if the sound is playing. They sent like messages to all the people in the country that like, hey, we are running test from that time for 10 minutes. And then you like listen to the sound that they will play in case there was a real situation, and like, holy shit, some people experience this right now every day. What will be your roadmap before trading with real money? My roadmap would be that you always have understanding why you are in a trade. Like you always, like there is always a reason why you are in a trade. So you should be in a place with trading where you have reasons why you go in, because then you can have an analysis of your own regarding how do I put it? Then you will have understanding like what did you do wrong, what did you didn't see, or maybe you had too tight stop loss, or like what happened for you to get stopped out because you had idea for a trade. So until you are in a moment where you understand why you are going in, or you have a reasoning why you go into a trade, until that point I think you should paper trade. When you start having reasons and you understand why you're going in, and you start to analyze your situation and so on, then I will stay in the paper trading phase or demo trading phase until you actually see that whatever you're doing, you're also making money, right? The worst thing I think can happen with you in the beginning is getting lucky, like in the beginning, because let's see, we have 5 minutes until this 15-minute candle closes. Maybe never stopped out, from always stopped out to never stopped out. We don't know right now. We're so close to my stop, too close for my liking. But like, I think the worst thing that can happen with any trader is they start trading, and let's say they buy a prop firm account and they get funded immediately, and it's most obviously because they got lucky, right? They pressed the right button at the right time, and that probably does more damage to you than it does any good, because you get overconfident, you think it's so easy and so on, and then as soon as you start learning your lessons, which we all do in trading, then I think you can be a little bit you don't analyze your situation the way you should probably. You will, how do I put it? You, like, the market humbles you, and if you start by being lucky, then it's yep, now I'm stopped out. There is like a phase where you probably start blaming the market and you think you're always right, and so, like, you understand my point. So paper trade until you understand why you enter into trades, until you have the knowledge to analyze your own trades. Improve paper trade more until you see somewhat consistent profits, and then move to as low money into the market as possible. Like, use prop firms, they give you leverage. They're not the best because of the rules, and they don't teach you all the best habits in terms of rules, but you also don't risk a lot of money when you are trading prop firms, right? And then because the thing is, like, why I don't recommend anyone staying in paper trading or demo trading for a long time. The only reason is because I think I'm stopped out. God damn, it's so close. I hate when it's so close. No, I think we go higher, right? 936. It's exactly where my stop loss is. I'm gonna give myself half a point more because it's the EMA, so maybe you don't want to get stopped out and then it goes your way, but I also don't like moving my stop a lot. But I think that's like giving you half point. But why I don't want to stay, like, why I don't recommend staying in paper trading for a long time, because like it doesn't teach you one thing. It doesn't teach you psychology, right? It's so easy to lose or win when you're paper trading. You're like, oh, that's my setup, I go in, and you will wait until your TP, you will wait until your stop loss, and you're like, oh yeah, I lost this trade, who cares? Well, and then you jump into real money, and this happens with a lot of traders, right? They trade really well in evaluation phase or combine phase or whatever you want to call it, and once they have the funded account, they're like, every time I get funded I lose money or I don't trade the same way. Well, it's exactly the same with paper trading. So as soon as you have a fairly good understanding of technicals, why you enter, some kind of maybe rules for your entries, some kind of strategy, or like you have fixed rules or things that you want to see in the market before you enter. Once you have that system, then I think it's good to jump into real money as quickly as possible. Just don't go with, I don't know, don't put 10,000 into the market and be like, okay, now I'm gonna make 20,000, right? But it's just like, you don't learn psychology from demo trading. How long does it take to confirm you're consistently profitable? That's extremely hard question. I don't even consider myself consistently profitable before at least 1 year. But I measure my profitability also in money. I keep a really accurate. Oh, I like what this market is doing. If it doesn't stop me out, I like it. But I track my expenses in trading a lot. How much I spend on prop firms. Don't stop me out, because this looking, it wants to play out. Yes, I'm actually gonna give myself few more points just because I like that ES is not inside the orb and NQ is coming out of the orb, so we might. Man, that was really close getting stopped out, huh? My original stop was exactly above this high. Let's see. But it's, I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, don't put a lot of money into trading in the beginning. General rule is, if you don't turn 300 into 600, you're not gonna turn 1000 into 2000. You're not gonna turn 10,000 into 20,000. We all can get lucky. That's not like consistent in the long term. But also, like, don't stick to paper trading forever, because otherwise you're never gonna learn psychology, and psychology is, I know it's cheesy to say, but psychology truly is more important than technicals. how you handle yourself when you're losing, how you handle yourself when you're winning, how do you handle when market is going against you when you're in a trade. Those things are, can you stop when you have a nice trade and not find a new trade? Because like one danger of trading is as soon as we win we feel the dopamine and you're like, let me take more money from the market. Like usually it's like once your trade is over, you should take a pause, right? And regarding profitability, I stopped. Now I remember. I think it's like profitability really comes. One is the results, of course, but it's also about the money, right? I track my expenses really carefully. How much I spend on prop firms, how much are my payouts. If I have a live account, how much have I put in, how much I have paid myself. Like you can have XFA funded account, and let's say you have spent 5,000 in those prop firm accounts, and now you have 2,000 payouts. So you have two payouts, both are 2,000. Well, are you profitable? Probably not, right? You are still in a loss in overall spend, but maybe there are some signs that you are on the right track. But like I would measure it in terms of results, like I think at least six months to 1 year, because market conditions change. Maybe you are just lucky because the market conditions really support your strategy. And the other thing is like, the first thing is like, how do you adapt when market changes, right? And you don't know this if you don't have history of at least 6 months to maybe 1 year and even more, right? And then the next one is money. Like what's your actually what's your actual spend and so on. Like the one thing that made me profitable really quickly was like I was not careless with prop firm accounts. I was not spamming them. Like I had moments where I lost the account, I immediately buy a new account, and I lost it as well because I was revenge trading. But it was not like everyday occurrence. I was not doing it every day. It was more like bad habit, happened few times. I saw the damage in my bank account. I was like, hey, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to feel this feeling again. What did I do wrong? Okay, I purchased new account way too quickly, right? So for me, like becoming profitable was also a little bit easier because I managed to be in profits after few payouts that happened in few months, where I was losing money for 1 year or 2 years. So I was losing money for 2 years, and 2 months of payouts turned me into profitable. So it's also like, I think a lot of those prop firms, they make money because there's a lot of people who treat them like casino and so on. Your knowledge and composure for only 2 years of trading is something others should realize is not the norm. First of all, thank you, I appreciate it. There's a hidden compliment there, but yeah, it's like with everything else in life, right? You can't compare yourself to others. As soon as you compare yourself to others, you lose the track of yourself. You lose the track of your own progress. And same with trading, especially because trading is so full of bullshit, like we saw with DJR. It's so full of, everyone is, as soon as you open Twitter, everyone is making 100k a day. Everyone is taking 100,000s in payouts. They're buying Lambos, they're buying fast cars, they're retiring their parents and so on. Like you have all this bullshit going on, right? Most of them are course sellers. They show this because they want you to buy whatever they're selling, and then you buy it, you give them more money, and then they have more resources to do even better marketing. So I think trading is like the worst place where you can compare yourself to others, because everything is so shiny outside of your own trading. And yeah, it's also it's also like we all have different timing, and we also have different time to put into trading. Like for my first year, I didn't have a job, and I was, like I said on Dubstep TV, I was living in the markets from the overnight session. I was doing all-nighters. I didn't sleep, I didn't eat sometimes, I didn't go to I skipped gym, I didn't see my girlfriend. Like I was living in those markets quite literally. And man, we were so close to getting stopped out. I'm not celebrating this trade yet, but we were so goddamn close to getting stopped out, and we are not stopped out. But like we all have like it what I'm gonna tell you is like at some point it starts to click, and when it starts to click, it's not like, oh, now that's it, I'm profitable. But you start at some point, you start to feel, okay, now it's clicking a little bit more, and oh, I didn't notice this before, now I notice. Like for me, like sometimes you can make the time so much shorter, like your learning curve so much shorter, if you implement really simple things immediately. For me, like this is not trading the first 15 minutes of New York. I'm not usually trading, I never trade Asia anymore. I used to trade Asia a lot, but I saw that I'm not making money when I'm trading Asia. Having a good risk management, you don't go with full size, so you have the account for longer time and you have more chance to trade it and more times to learn and so on. Being patient with your setups, like some things, I know we are humans, we like to learn everything on our own, even though you have like some professional, you see that they are doing exactly what you want to do in terms of success. They're telling you something and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then like 2 weeks later you do the mistake that they told you about. So it's unfortunate reality how we are designed as a humans, I guess, that even though we know some things, we think that those things are not gonna happen with us, and we already know this, and yeah, it's a common knowledge, but then you do these things. So I think like you can really shorten your trading learning curve again, like if you actually stick to those rules in the beginning, right? You don't oversize, you don't overtrade, you trade at a certain specific time, like all of those things. Don't forget to like the stream. Exactly. So true, my friend. I got funded easily, but now even that I'm not trading real capital, the psychology is hitting me hard. That's the thing, and that's what you can't get from practice accounts, demo accounts, and so on. Like as soon as if every time I trade any demo accounts or everything, I'm like, why am I not executing like this in my real money? And it's always the same, right? Because you don't feel any emotion from the money. As soon as it's real money, I'm not biology expert, but I know there's a lot of going on in your brain chemistry and your hormones and everything, right? Your brain goes to fight or flight, like there's different factors, and you don't get it in the demo account. But don't forget to like the stream. Exactly. About technical, I have seen everything online. It's hard to know what really works and what is noise. You seem to have found something that works for you. How did you learn? It's like with everything in life, it's trial and error. For me, like the most important was, what can I repeat every single day? That's 15-minute orb, right? I can always mark the 15-minute orb on my chart and see what the price will do. And the next one, like for me, I tried to choose things that gave reactions, because if you know how to spot places in the market which are likely to give reaction, you are ahead of a lot of people, because in the end we don't know where exactly price is gonna bounce, or it's gonna reverse, or it's gonna, I don't know, gain more momentum and so on. So I think it's like my beginning was like, okay, what actually makes the price react in certain areas? And one of the things for me was, okay, those EMAs are really interesting. For some reason price respects them, whether you say it's the algorithm or whatever, they are kind of considering EMAs for trends. We don't know the real reason why EMAs work so well or why they give reactions, but that's why like I chose EMAs, because like now I have something on the chart that gives me areas where maybe we see reaction, especially those high time frame. Like today is, I think, the perfect example, right? We had an end, like the perfect entry today was 200 EMA on 4 hour, right? And like, if you don't know anything about EMAs, yeah, you can put for an argument, hey, this is kind of resistance area and so on. But do you really know why we exactly bounced from the place we bounced? And in this case, like, I'm not saying that every time 4 hour 200 EMA is gonna give the same reaction as it did today, but when I started seeing how those high time frame EMAs work, I was like, oh, okay, let me at least pay attention to them, because there is a chance that they will give a reaction. My trade was going my way, now it's not going my way. This market is so range bound, so goddamn range bound. But we are below the orb. But last few days, does it matter if you're below the orb? Like, actually, does it matter? Or above orb? Price likes to chop, and we have Powell speaking today, right? So we have Powell speaking, it's gonna get volatile. I wouldn't be surprised if we gonna be if you're gonna stay in this range like here until Powell speaks, and then Powell will give us some movement to either side. But this market is, we are far away from VWAP activation bands as well. Yeah, we're below VWAP. Like, everything supports shorts, but the question is, like, is it like every other day recently where we don't gain any momentum anywhere? Yeah, it's I will say this week has been the perfect example how we need to learn how to not trade every day, or like find your trade in the beginning of the session, because I feel the openings has been the best opportunities for trades, right? Today we shorted on Dubstep TV, I would say in a quite good position as well, and we could have gotten 100 points. So yeah, it's also like learning when you shouldn't trade. What time is Powell going on? Powell is going on, I think, 1 hour before the market closed, no? 8:30, so it's 1 hour and 30 minutes before market close. I don't know what it is in your time, but yeah, 1 hour 30 minutes before New York closes. I don't know how you can watch a white background screen, my eyes are being lit down. Yeah, I don't know, like, you see all my other charts are with the same color scheme, and for some reason in Top Step it's this one. I got used to it, like this being Top Step, and now it will feel super weird if I change my Top Step trading background. But I know there's this theme that if you have a white background in your charts, you're a beginner trader, because usually, like, every experienced trader at some point is gonna have gray or a dark background. What I see is that you need to go through this situation and hard times. This is how you learn and grow 100%. It's also like important that you're not gonna go through the same shit 100 times, right? A lot of us, and that's super personal to me, I was adding to my loser. Like, the trade was going against me and I was adding to my losers, and a lot of times this led to me actually losing my account completely. And I didn't do it one time and then I was like, oh, I'm never gonna do it again. I did it, I would say, good 25 times, and I still fuck up sometimes, don't get me wrong. I still sometimes do the stupid things that I promised myself to never do again. But yeah, you have a good point. You need to learn those things on your own. That's part of becoming a trader. Like, come on, guys, we have the easiest profession in the world, right? You don't. We get money just by clicking the button and watching our screen. But we all know it's not so easy in terms of what we need to go through to be in a place where it works for us consistently. One really good thing I learned about psychology: risk such small amount that when you lose it, or if you win, you don't feel anything, so you got out emotions. Yeah, 100%. That's so true, because like every time you see interviews with professionals, or the ones who are actually, I don't know, managing hedge funds or trading in banks and so on, like they always say the same, like the only difference between professional and retail or amateur is that the professional always have their trades fixed before they enter, so they don't care if they lose or win. They, before they enter, they know exactly how much they're gonna lose or how much they're gonna win, so they have set rules for their trade before they see the result. And that's like, I think, super accurate with what you said. If you trade with small size, like you see me, I'm in with 1 micro. Do I want to get stopped out? Of course not. But am I immune to being stopped out? Also not, right? Even though my name says it. But I'm not immune to getting stopped out. I've lost on stream countless of times, especially on this stream. And I really, like in the beginning, I would say when I was starting to stream, I was really nervous to lose in front of people. I don't know why. But right now it's like I can't worry about losing. If I lose, that means that the trade idea that I had is not working anymore. And let's see on the 15-minute chart. I mean, we didn't close the candle above the 9 EMA, but we also now, I think, want to close candle. We have 11 minutes, so it's a long way to go. But my trade idea is I don't want to be in this trade anymore if we close this 15-minute candle above this white stairs, which we might be doing now. So, and that's like, before I enter, I know that's my losing condition, right? If this 15-minute candle closes above 9 EMA, or it holds it as a support and so on, then the idea why I got into this trade is not valid anymore anyway. And the way this market is developing, I think I will be stopped out. And again, like, I hope I'll show you a little bit that, like, do I feel bad? Yes. Do I feel like I don't want to be in this trade anymore? Yes. But can I really care? Not a lot. You can't really blame the market, right? We are the ones who press the button, and in the end, it's as soon as you press the button, no matter how good the setup is, no matter how juicy it looks like, always a chance to lose. Market is random. Trump can say something right now, Iran can say, anyone can say something. Even if you have a perfect setup, the market will go against you. Like those things happen. When did you start trading, and how long have you been profitable now? I started trading, so June will be 2 years. June 2024 was when I started actually trading. I probably started learning about markets maybe a month before that. One thing that I would say was beneficial for me was the fact that I was investing into Bitcoin, and because I was investing into Bitcoin, I was watching Bitcoin chart every single day. I didn't understand anything. I was hoping it goes up, right? I was just like hoping, oh, my investment makes me some money and it's going up, but I didn't understand even support, resistance. I didn't understand anything. I just wanted to see where the price is. And I spent a lot of hours watching the market before I started trading. So I think it gave me a little bit advantage of having those market hours. And how long I've been profitable? I would say now 6 months. Yeah, 6 months, I think. Yeah, this is... Oh my god, we are getting the same market for a few days now. Range. Do you have a list of indicators you're using pinned somewhere that you are happy to share? Of course. I share everything about my trading for free. These are, if you come to my Discord, there is a channel, My Chart and Indicators, and in this channel you will find every single chart, every single unusual join activity detected in never stopped out club. It's the dubstep TV really helped, but it's like all my charts, all my indicators, their settings and so on. Let's see where we are. Okay, we are not stopped out yet. As we have 8 minutes until this 15-minute candle closes, but you can say we're a little bit bear flagging, but I have a feeling that it's a similar day to yesterday and what was today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, today is Wednesday, so it's similar today to Tuesday and Monday both. We had super range market in both ES and NQ both days, especially because Powell is coming. Are we gonna see a strong trend? I don't know. I'm gonna leave the market alone after that one win today. Yesterday hurt pretty bad and I don't want to do that again. I feel yesterday hurt me as well, but it's the best. If you find your good trade, probably if I would have held my dubstep TV trade, because it hit my original TP, right? I will probably not be trading right now as well, but I still like the setup. It's just the setup that I liked is getting invalidated. It's the reason why I got into this trade is getting a little bit invalidated. It's not doing what made me enter into this trade, or like what I was expecting based on the setup, which was kind of the orb low. We tested on NQ and ES was far away, so we had a small divergence, 9 EMA on 15 minute, kind of hoping for the trend to continue down. Now the market is like, nah, we are doing whatever we've been doing for the last few days. So if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I'll find a new trade or stay patient until Powell stops speaking. We'll see. I don't wanna say that, oh, as soon as I get stopped out I find new trade immediately, because I think that wouldn't be the best idea. But it seems more and more that maybe I should go to more one-to-one on this trade, because again we are not seeing the momentum that I was hoping from 9 EMA. Saw your post in Reddit, that's why I'm here. You're great. You are great, Raphael. Toretto, what's going on, my Italian friend? Bro, can you share your schedule of streaming? I thought you will be doing the stream next month. Yeah, that was the plan. The only reason why I'm streaming today right now is I was on Dubstep TV and I was on there for only 1 hour, and then I was like, well, the market is still active. I'm at home. I took vacation day from work today to do the Dubstep TV, and since I was at home, I have 1 day vacation today. I was like, why not, guys? Stream it, hear your thoughts. What do you think about the Dubstep TV? How did you guys enjoy it? And kinda continue the Dubstep TV stream here. That's the only reason we are live today. But yeah, it's until April. There's no consistency in my streaming. Which EMA is the yellow line? On this chart I don't have EMAs. The yellow line is New York VWAP. So if you come to this projection thing, it's the same on TradingView as well. You click on the anchored VWAP, and then you click this. I put it on the opening candle, which is right here. It's a little bit messy right now, but what you do is I will remove it and show how I do it. I do it always on the market open. So you come to this projection thing, anchored VWAP, let's find the opening candle, there it is, and now it comes. It just gives you the New York VWAP, which sometimes acts as a really good, it's a good indication where to maybe find trades or find extra confluences. As you see, price is kind of respecting it. I assume that as soon as we close 5-minute candle above it, we might turn this. Right now it's resistance, right? We are not closing any candles above it. My assumption is that if we now close 5-minute candles above it, we probably will start holding this as a support. So it's just the New York VWAP. All my EMAs are here. I mean, we don't have anything special going on with EMAs. Again, 3 minutes until this 15-minute candle close, which was my trade idea. So I want to see how this 15 minute right now closes. If we stay below 9 EMA, that's amazing for my trade. If not, alright, I like the reaction. We're still not closing any 15-minute candles above it. Thanks for streaming, man. I'm so happy to be streaming. I've been missing to stream, honestly. I've really been missing. And again, from April, we will stream every single day. Not on the weekends, but we will stream every single day. On the weekends, I make videos, I play Counter-Strike, spend time with my girlfriend. But 1st of April, let's see the calendar. I think you can't see because that's where my face cam is. So exactly 2 weeks. Today is Wednesday, the 1st of April is Wednesday as well. Exactly in 2 weeks, we're gonna return and do everyday streaming. No matter what day it is. Are you quitting your job? If I announce it on the 1st of April, would you believe it? If I announce it on the 1st of April, they're like, do you guys believe that I'm quitting my job? Who knows? Who knows? But I can't lie, this streaming and you guys have planted this seed to my head. Or you have put water to this seed in my head, right? For a long time. Obviously, I'm not saying that you've been influencing me, but the thought has been there. So who knows what's happening in April? As it's gonna be the 1st of April, how can you believe what I'm gonna say on the 1st of April? But if I do quit my job, you will know it. I know that's YouTube video. That's one video content. I always said that my goal is to make a video that I quit my job to pursue day trading without selling a course. Without selling a single indicator course, mentorship, whatever they call it. Like that's I think like the biggest flex. That you quit your job for trading to actually trade, not because you're selling something. But yeah, I'm not denying any allegations, but who knows? You can't trust what I'm gonna say on 1st of April, but maybe I'm gonna announce something on 1st of April. Guys, I have one question. I'm getting a lot of Instagram follower requests on my personal Instagram. Like, I never had a plan to really say that my name is Enrico, right? Topstep kind of exposed me. I don't have any problem as well. I think there's few people in the Discord besides my real life friends who know that my name is Enrico, because there was one guy who won the giveaway. I did giveaway on my Discord some time ago for 50,000 prop firm account, so I had to send him real money from my bank account because I can't really buy prop firm for him with my name, so I had to send money. So I told him as well, like, hey, you don't need to really say that my name is Enrico in like, just call me Never Stopped Out in the community chat. And then I go to Topstep and then like, Enrico from Estonia. I was like, oh yeah, there's more to this story than Never Stopped Out, right? All of you know my name. So now when I went to Topstep TV, I've gotten like, I don't know, 7 requests on my personal Instagram. Guys, please follow my Never Stopped Out Instagram. Don't follow my personal Instagram. I'm not sure if I'm gonna accept it, because I really respect like I really like the reason why I didn't go with, I don't know, Enrico Trades as my YouTube name or whatever. It's not because I'm hiding my identity. I think it's just like, it leaves me at least some room for private life, right? Again, if I don't sell anything, I'm not scamming anyone, then I don't need to hide my identity. But it's just like, I also want to have some kind of private life when I turn everything off. And yeah, a lot of you have been sending requests to my personal Instagram. I'm probably gonna accept them. I will see what my girlfriend thinks, because I asked many times from my girlfriend, like, hey, everyone wants to see, or like everyone is telling me on stream, like, oh, girlfriend what do you say, reveal, show your girlfriend, blah, 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 because I speak about her a lot, right? And I asked, like, do you want me to show you? And then she was like, no, not yet, blah, blah, blah. Like, at some point, of course, but at this point also, I'm not sure if I can accept all your requests. We'll see. RHK Knight, you said something in Danish or Swedish, but I don't speak either language. But I'm from Estonia, so it's close. Bro, this market, I have about 20 minutes to stream. Just don't turn into trading pro. It's honestly so wearing to hear yeah bro all the time. Never. Did you teach her how to trade? I've been little bit teaching. I've been showing her what's the support resistance, right? I'm a man, but she now has competitor. Yeah, no, I've been showing her, like, she's been asking, and then she says like, I don't really, like, she says she doesn't have the personality to risk the money and see how it moves. I always tell her, like, hey, you have a free teacher at home. Like, everyone else only gets my time when I stream or post YouTube videos. You can ask me 24/7. But I think it's not her personality, but of course she wants to make money. That's the short answer. Bro, this market, I was excited to enter into this trade. We're still below that 9 EMA on 15 minute, but did they batch the New York session? Did they nerf the New York session? Because New York session has been this. We only get the moves in the beginning, and then it's this. It's a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie. I miss the volatility. If it stops me out, volatility, or if it goes to my TP, both are fine, but like, you want to see something. No, not many women like trading. I don't think men are more hunter trading inclined. Yeah, I think it's also like the risk appetite. I don't want to generalize, but I think men are more naturally have better risk appetite, or they have the better risk tolerance in general. So I think like it's also that part. But there are some I think Tori Trades is the most famous trader in terms of women trading. On Topstep TV there has been a few as well. I'm not sure if Tori Trades is actually legit. I have a feeling. I know she trades trend lines and so on, but I saw a video recently that she posted a video where she is like 45,000 up or something, and then someone was like in the comments was like, do you guys understand this is a demo trading view in trading view? It's not like the real, like there is a different, you can visually see when it's real money and if it's paper money on trading view. The UX a little bit changes, I think. And then someone responded to that comment that like, yeah, it's not real money trading, but her audience doesn't understand and know and care about this. So, and then I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. If you show someone who's never traded before that I made 40,000 with trend lines, and they have no idea you are showing real money or not. They're like, holy shit, that's a big number. Do you live in Tallinn? Yes. Yes, sir, I live in Tallinn. maybe I'm the next person who puts Estonia on the map. We don't have many people putting Estonia on the map. We have rally, you know, the with cars. I would say rally is probably one of the craziest sports ever. The way they drive in the forest with like 200 kilometers per hour, it's insane. We have now, I think he's retiring. We had a really good rally driver who's, if you follow rally, you know him, Oitanak. We had a really good tennis player. Again, I think like she wasn't the top, but like if you follow tennis, you know. Is it freezing cold there now? Yeah, we had Saturday where it was me and my girlfriend went to the zoo on Saturday, and it was like really, I would say, hot for March. We had like 13-14 degrees, and I was like, oh shit, the summer is coming. And now it's like -1 or 0. It's about 1 more month. It's more cold weather, and then it's probably getting warmer. Guys, what is happening with market? Ari-Matti, yes, Ari-Matti is the legend. He is the one who's putting us on the map right now. I think he's now the most famous Estonian. I think by followers it's Tommy Cash, the guy who was presenting us in Eurovision. I think he has the most followers out of any Estonians, but Ari-Matti is legend. It's so funny. I used to go to the same school with Ari-Matti. I don't know him personally. I know him in a way where if I say hi to him, he knows who I am by my face, right? But we were never friends or something. We just know each other by faces. And yeah, we used to go to the same school, and he's a little bit older than me, so especially when you're in school, like 1 year difference is a lot, right? If someone is 1 year older than you in high school or in middle school, they are really old. So I never met him like in a conversational way, but I still remember like he used to be the same kind of, like in a positive way, like a little bit clown in school. He used to do a lot of stuff that pissed teachers off, and yeah, he was a funny guy then, and yeah, it's so happy to see his success. And I would say he's so much more funnier in Estonian. Like what you see in English, his delivery is even better in no, it's his natural language as well, but he's really funny, and he's really putting us on the map as Estonian, like especially like on the mainstream like comedy world. That's so cool. You went to the same school. Yeah, but you need to understand something. In Estonia, everybody knows each other, kinda. If you don't know them by having conversation with them, that's one thing. But like we are so small that most likely like everyone knows each other, kinda. Right? That's like, is Estonia very similar to Danish in terms of language? No. In terms of culture, I would say yeah, we're similar, not the same, but I think Scandinavian, some Estonians still consider Estonia Scandinavia as well, right? So okay, we closed 5-minute candle above the VWAP, so I'm expecting that I'm gonna get stopped out, but this market is really not doing anything. God damn. My last few days, I haven't made any money. I haven't traded as well. I only took 1 trade on Friday. This was also, I think, 1 trade. I just went to break even with 2 contracts. Yesterday I saved it. That's the only reason why it's 8 trades. 7 of those 8 trades was on the last minute of market close. Today we only have, yeah, we had 1 break even on Top Step TV. Yeah, it's not making any money, not over trading too, but I mean, can you really make a good money in this market right now? You can, but it's just right now this market is slow as fuck. You put the Estonian map at Top Step, stream in national holiday. Oh yeah. We my first Top Step appearance was when Estonia had Independence Day. That was awesome. And then they asked me on Top Step TV like, what do you do when you celebrate your Independence Day? I swear to God, I had the biggest brain fart that I ever had in my life. I forget I'm Estonian because it was my first time in Top Step TV, right? I was really nervous. And then they asked me like, how do Estonians celebrate their Independence Day? And I felt like I never been Estonian in my life. I don't know what country it is. I'm long NQ. Entry 24884. Entry point. Pretty much my. Where's 884? You're like you're like reverse straight to me. I think you have a higher chance to hit your TP than me. I think we will break out this range. It looks like we will have rather bullish breakout. I think like I hate predicting markets, but this green area is the orb, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Like we came to this orb high yesterday. Not the same, the orb was in different place, but we played the inverse orb a lot. The reason why I'm not playing the inverse orb, so meaning I find trades here, even though the last 2 days they were really good, right? We stayed inside the orb pretty much all session. The only reason I haven't taken inverse orb trades is for my liking. The orb range has been really small, 88 points. I usually start considering inverse orb at least minimum 200 points orb. That's when I'm like, okay, maybe the price will stay inside the orb because the orb is so wide, so we don't have a much probability to break out. But right now I wouldn't be surprised if market does something like this and then it comes back to the orb. You never know. I don't want to predict, but just based on how it's been the last few days, I wouldn't be surprised. Can I play long on NQ right now, targeting the high of the orb? I don't know, but you have I mean, again, it's hard. Like when market is not doing anything, I say we are more bullish than bearish. We have the hourly candle close right now in 2 minutes. Let's see how the hourly candles look like. Like this hourly candlestick looks like, sorry for my language, but it looks like dog shit, right? Let me go on a cleaner chart. Yeah, I think long. I mean, yesterday someone asked me on Discord as well, like, am I bullish or bearish? I think the best trading right now is probably just kind of short the high of this range, long anything here. Again, this is not my trading advice. I'm not saying please do this, but it's just like yesterday we were the same, right? Okay, yesterday the range was like, our range for the most of the session was something like this. We stayed between these, and I think same, yeah, Monday is here as well. It's same shit. So just because market has been the same, we went from, we know this, we are weekly, we are in this awful range, right? We are in this range since October, I think, and now market was like, oh yeah, by the way, we can do the same thing on 15-minute chart. So I can't say longs or shorts are better because the market is so range. The only thing that's good is like play the range, play the range until it doesn't work, right? And right now it seems that this orb high or the little bit above my, like if my stop loss would be here, that would be maybe good time to put in some where was my stop loss, by the way? Okay, I'm gonna leave it here, but yeah, it's longs where maybe my TPs, or maybe like it's really like, my recommendation is, and I think I might listen to my own recommendation, is don't trade if the market doesn't show you anything, right? It's so much better to survive the FOMO of not trading and then checking in 2 hours and see that market hasn't done anything than to take a setup just because you want the feeling of trading, right? that's the downside of trading. It gives us dopamine, it gives us the rush when we enter. We feel excited, we feel like, oh, we have a chance to make money, oh, let's see what the market does. But let's say right now we are at the low of this last range. If we're gonna bounce from now, like, is there really a market where you're like, I need to trade because that's amazing setup? I think this is like the perfect time to teach yourself when not to trade, when you should stop trading, and because that's more difficult skill than it sounds. The skill do not to trade is super valuable skill. It sounds really, I told my girlfriend yesterday, oh, the day was exactly the day I shouldn't trade, and I need to learn how to not trade every day. I don't need to trade every day. And my girlfriend was like, that's so easy. Need to leave now. It was nice to meet you, Alexander. Looking forward to see you back in April when we stream every day. Nice to have you, my man. But it's like, I truly think this market this week has been really slow. I think right now, if this market continues the same pattern, try to find the trades first 1 hour, like I did on Top Step TV. I think that was unironically, I took probably the best trade of the day in terms of New York session. I took it on Top Step TV. You can say I was a little bit early. I was off maybe 20 points from the perfect entry, but it was still like, it played out in the end, right? It was in the beginning of session, we had volatility, and now it's kind of repeating what it's been doing for the last few days, where we have volatility and then it's whatever this is. And yeah, I think it's the perfect chance to learn when not to trade. Or if you trade, really be okay, like, tell yourself, I am fucking ready to lose. Because if you trade market conditions that don't support or don't look like A+ setup, or like, oh, this is so exciting, this is the perfect time to go in, then you really need to accept the fact that you might lose on a higher chance. Because the problem is, if you trade this range, if it's not like yesterday where we stayed in the range for all session, then in this case you will put yourself into danger that once we leave this range, if you're on the wrong side, you're a little bit fucked, right? You trade before the move happens. I usually like to enter when market gets aggressive, or like the volatility starts, and that was my expectation for this trade as well. I was like, okay, 9 EMA will hold on 15 minutes, perfect, we will continue shorts. But right now it's, I don't know, this market is broken. The price is literally not moving at all. Yeah, super similar to yesterday. It's unfortunate. I'm not on. How long will your stream be? 5 more minutes and I need to go, unfortunately. But in April we will stream completely every day from New York Open. This is just, I only turned stream because I missed streaming. That's the first thing, I missed streaming. And also, like, I wanted to kind of continue. I was in this streaming mood. I'm today not working. We came from Top Step TV. I wanted to kind of say thank you all of you to being so positive, being in the Top Step chat, sending me positive messages in the Discord. I mean, I just want, that's the only reason we are streaming today. You're gonna stream during the FOMC release? Unfortunately not. No, I'm gonna be, I have some family things today. Waiting for April, man, and ready to learn from you. Guys, I'm so thankful that you guys are staying patient with the April thing. It's unfortunate, right? The only reason I'm not streaming in March is because Europe is changing time to the summertime a little bit later than US. But it's only for one moment, and I'm really grateful that you guys are patient and just are okay waiting until April. But one thing I can say, I have recorded few videos and I plan to record few more videos. So at least when I'm not streaming, you can be sure that if I have time and if I have energy after work and so on, I'm making videos in the background that I will release soon and start releasing soon. I'm the first time viewer, but just gave you the like. Well, I hope to see you again when we have the normal streaming schedule. Do you trade gold? No, not really. I think gold gives you like I don't know where I wanted to go with this thought. The only reason I'm not trading gold is I feel that I am so familiar with NQ. Like I've seen NQ so many times that I'm ready for every single move it makes, or at least I think I'm ready. And I feel like if I would switch to gold, I would be a little bit like, if I see something extreme where, I don't know, we do some crazy wick and then it reverses, my first thought will be like, does it happen often? Like, is this normal in gold? Like in NQ I have this feeling like, oh, when something stupid happens, it's like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. You should stream before some major news release as well when you continue streaming during April. Why not? In April a lot of things will change about my content in a positive way for you guys. Again, some of you kinda already said something in the chat. I'm not saying anything right now, but the positive news is there's gonna be a lot more content coming after April, both videos, both streams. My schedule gets a little bit easier. Why? I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna get much more consistent. Gold and NAS move similarly. Yeah, I might start, like, especially when the market is like this, I might start analyzing gold at some point, but I wanna, like with NQ I have really like some things, you know, I have my 15-minute orb, I have the divergence between ES and NQ, and I'll probably need to do put some time in to see what is this equal to gold. I think it's maybe silver and gold giving divergences and so on. Full-time trading, boys. No comments. No comment, but let me put it like this. You guys are a smart community. You know how to read. You know how to read between the lines. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah. Oh boys, I think that's it for me today. I have some family things to take care of today. I just wanted to stream because again we had the Top Step TV and I felt that like we need to go live at least for one moment. But again guys, we're gonna be live every single day from April. Before 1st of April, if I'm gonna have time, I will stream. Again, I don't want to give promises that next week we're gonna have 3 streams and then I need to tell you Discord, oh God, sorry guys, I can't make it. My Discord is free to join. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't have anything monetized about my trading. That's also why it takes more time to go into full-time trading, if that's my future. We don't know. I don't know. But I don't monetize anything. My Discord is free and I don't sell courses. I don't sell mentorship or anything. And yeah, make sure you come into the Discord. I'll always try to hang with you guys there as much as possible, answer your questions. Okay, let's give 5 more minutes. I'm getting hopeful on this trade. Maybe we can hit this trade on the stream. I lowered my expectation a little bit in terms of moving my TP up a little bit. If it goes back into the range, I'm just gonna exit this stream. Let me put the Discord link in the... Let me put it in the chat as well. Let me see. Never. Okay, we have it. Will you keep the take profit the same? Yeah, it depends how close we gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it the same. Depends how. Okay, so the only way I would like close this trade for profits if I don't get stopped out is if I'm gonna show this on another chart. Wait, here. So if ES takes out this low and NQ doesn't, like if NQ doesn't take out this low at the same time, which is where my TP is, I would probably consider closing it manually, but I have no problem holding it until whatever happens. We're still below the orb, right? That's a really good thing about this short. We are still below the orb. We haven't managed to close into the orb. We had few fake outs, but both are outside of the orb to the downside. Based on how this market has been recently, maybe it goes back into the orb. At this point, this market's a little bit boring. But yeah, if ES takes out this low and NQ is, let's say, somewhere here, and I start to see some kind of signs that it's reversing back up, I'll probably close it manually. Because again, Powell is coming in few hours, so I'm definitely not holding any trades into FOMC. And remember guys, the Powell speech is half an hour after the interest numbers are out, so make sure that you are also not in the positions before that, so half hour before Powell starts speaking. I don't recommend trading when Powell is speaking. It can change like this, to bullish to bearish, but also some of you might love the volatility, and maybe some of you will actually enjoy trading it. I personally don't. Like, we'll see. I don't want to say anything. Anyways guys, I feel that I need to go to the bathroom. I feel I need some food. It's been super fun. Thank you guys for joining me on Dubstep TV as well. It was nice to see you guys in the chat. Nice to see so many of you saying that it went really well. And yeah guys, in April we will do it every day. What's gonna happen before 1st of April, can't give you any promises, but I will let you know as soon something happens. Much love guys. I'm truly grateful for you guys as a community. It is the best